Simple Tales presents The Golden Apples of the Hesperides, a Greek myth. What would you do if someone gave you an impossible task? Would you refuse? Would you surrender? Or would you keep moving forward, even when every path seemed blocked? The ancient Greeks loved stories about heroes, but they believed true heroism was not about strength alone. Sometimes, the greatest victories belonged to those who found wisdom when strength was not enough. This is the story of Hercules and the golden apples. Long ago, after completing many dangerous labors, the mighty hero Hercules was given one final challenge. King Eurystheus, who had spent years sending Hercules into impossible dangers, believed this task could never be completed. Far beyond the known world grew a tree unlike any other. Upon its branches hung golden apples, not ordinary fruit. These apples had been a wedding gift from Gaia, the earth herself, to the goddess Hera. Their golden skin shone like sunlight. Their fragrance filled the air with sweetness. And they were guarded more carefully than any treasure on earth. The tree stood in the garden of the Hesperides, hidden at the edge of the world. No map showed the way. No sailor knew its location. Even the gods rarely spoke of it. To make matters worse, a terrible dragon named Ladon coiled around the tree. With 100 watchful eyes and 100 sleepless heads, the dragon guarded the apples day and night. "Bring me 3 of those apples," said Eurystheus. "Only then will your labors be complete." Many expected Hercules to fail. Even Hercules himself did not know where to begin. But heroes do not wait for easy roads. He started walking. Across mountains, across deserts, across lands no traveler had ever mapped. Weeks became months, months became years. Again and again, Hercules asked strangers the same question. Where is the garden of the Hesperides? Nobody knew. Some laughed. Some pointed in different directions. Others claimed the garden existed only in stories. Still, Hercules continued. At last, he reached a river where an ancient sea god named Nereus rested among the reeds. The old god possessed a rare gift. He knew the secrets of the world. Hercules approached respectfully. "Tell me where I can find the garden of the Hesperides." Nereus shook his head. "Some knowledge is difficult to obtain." Then the sea god transformed. In an instant, he became a lion. Then a serpent. Then a rushing stream of water. Then a towering tree. But Hercules refused to let go. He held fast through every transformation. Finally, Nereus returned to his true form. "You are as stubborn as the tides themselves," he said with a smile. Then he revealed the direction of the hidden garden. With renewed hope, Hercules continued his journey. The path led farther than he had ever traveled. At the edge of the world, he encountered a sight so astonishing that he could hardly believe it. Before him stood Atlas, the giant Titan, the mighty being who carried the heavens upon his shoulders. Clouds drifted around his knees. Stars turned above his head. The entire sky rested upon his back. Atlas looked at Hercules with weary eyes. "Why have you come?" "I seek the golden apples of the Hesperides," said Hercules. Atlas laughed. "Of course you do. The garden belongs to my daughters. I know the way better than anyone alive." "Then help me," said Hercules. Atlas thought carefully. For countless ages he had carried the weight of the heavens. An idea entered his mind. "I will fetch the apples," he said. "But while I am gone, you must hold the sky." Even Hercules hesitated. "The sky itself?" Atlas nodded. The hero looked upward. The heavens stretched endlessly above him. Yet he had not come this far to turn back. "Very well," he said. Atlas carefully transferred the burden. The moment the weight settled upon Hercules, he nearly collapsed. Mountains felt light compared to this. Every star, every cloud, every wind. The entire dome of heaven pressed upon his shoulders. Still, Hercules endured. Hours passed, then days. Finally, Atlas returned. In his hand gleamed 3 golden apples. The quest was complete. But Atlas smiled. A dangerous smile. "You know," he said, "I think I shall leave the sky with you. You seem strong enough." Before Hercules could answer, Atlas placed the apples on the ground and began walking away. For the first time, the Titan felt free. The burden of the heavens was gone. But Hercules was not merely strong, he was clever. "You are right," he said calmly. "I can hold the sky. But before you leave, would you mind taking it back for just a moment? I would like to place a cushion on my shoulders." Atlas laughed. That seemed reasonable. Without suspicion, he lifted the heavens once more. The instant the weight returned to the Titan, Hercules picked up the apples. "Thank you, Atlas," he said. Then he walked away. The Titan realized too late what had happened. His laughter echoed across the world. Some say he was angry. Others say he admired the hero's cleverness. Either way, the heavens remained where they belonged. At last, Hercules returned to Eurystheus. The king stared in disbelief. The apples were real. The impossible task had been completed. Once again, Hercules had succeeded where everyone expected failure. But the old Greeks remembered something more important than the apples themselves. Throughout his adventures, Hercules defeated monsters with strength. Yet this victory required something different. He found the garden through persistence. He gained knowledge through determination. And he escaped Atlas through wisdom. The greatest obstacles cannot always be overcome by force. Sometimes, the strongest person in the room is the one who knows when to think instead of fight. Thank you for listening to Simple Tales. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more timeless folk tales from around the world. Until next time, may wisdom guide you as surely as strength.